We've got the refreshed Jeep Compass
Trailhawk. What's that?
Can't hear you, Zach.
I can't hear it. She's a loud one.
Yes.
What's under the hood of this thing?
A 2.4 liter four-cylinder engine with 177 horsepower and 172 pound-feet of torque. Front-wheel drive models come with a 6-speed automatic transmission, and all-wheel drive models a 9-speed automatic transmission. You get about 554 kilometers, 338 miles to every fill.
They name their engines over there at Stellantis. This is a Tiger Shark engine.
Doesn't feel like a Tiger Shark engine.
We're going to get into that in a moment. All right, this is an updated Compass. It just got a facelift, mostly on the inside. What do you get with it? What are the key standard features?
The base trim comes with an 8.4-inch touchscreen with Uconnect 5, wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto, a 3.5-inch information display, a 6-speaker audio system, heated front seats, cloth upholstery, available leather, front and rear floor mats, LED headlights, and 16-inch wheels.
So this is the Trailhawk with extra off-road features, rock, sand, snow, auto. What are we going to put it in?
You got to put it in S for subscribe, and if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure you like, subscribe. Most important, ring that bell, but also follow on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea for a sneak peek behind the scenes. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button. This video is brought to you by Canada Drives. Shop online for your next used vehicle and enjoy the convenience of to-your-door delivery and the confidence of a 7-day love it or return it guarantee. Visit canadadrives.ca to learn more.
Now, although this engine gets a little loud,
A little, a lot loud.
and when you go up a hill, it struggles, or when you're on the highway and you're trying to pass, it struggles.
Okay,
As
so
a
those are
da-
3 strikes already.
Yes.
It's loud, going up a hill and passing on the highway. What's good about it, Andrea?
Well, as a daily driver in the city, when you get up to speed, it's fine.
Actually, I find at low speeds, the lower gears, as you mentioned, commuting in city traffic, it's absolutely passable.
Yes.
It just won't pass on the highway without making a lot of noise. You know what this is?
What
This
is
is a
it?
car, when you pass on the highway, you need to make a plan.
Yeah, make a plan. Make a plan, have a snack.
Pack a lunch.
Yeah.
They want to hear it again. They want to hear it again. All the way to the floor.
Well, hold on. Make a plan. See, it really struggles, even when you accelerate from a red light.
Did you hear that? I'm not sure if you heard that, because I heard it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
All right, so we are in the Trailhawk, which is the trail-rated Compass.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into what I think about this idea in a moment, but what other features are there?
So the Compass comes with 4x4 capability, and it's got the Selec-Terrain Traction Management System. This Trailhawk is extra special because it has greater ground clearance at 8.6 inches, which is more than the other Compass models at 7.7 inches. It's also trail rated. So it's got the water fording capability, and it comes with rock mode, which doubles down on traction control, whether you're on-road or off-road, deep snow or rugged terrain.
So the big one is you get four-wheel drive lock. So it's got a locking differential, and it also has four-wheel drive low, which is a gear reduction. So that means you can low-speed crawl over rocks, which makes this trail rated, which makes it a true off-roader, which makes it a true Jeep. So it's got all of that going for it. The big question I have, Andrea, is if you're somebody that needs a vehicle to go over rocks at low speed, to do all the GP stuff, are you looking at a subcompact crossover? Or are you looking at a regular bigger Jeep like a Wrangler, or maybe like a Toyota Tacoma pickup truck? I think this model, with its off-roadiness, is probably going to be as popular as if you had a manual transmission in here.
I think so too. I just don't get it. I think that this is something maybe that people buy as a daily driver. Maybe they like the look of the Trailhawk, or they're in Ontario and they're going to the cottage often, and there's pothole-filled roads, and they need, you know, this sort of traction.
You just need to get good winter tires and a regular Compass, and it'll do the job just fine. Hit it, hit it, hit it.
Hasn't changed. It's still the same.
It hasn't changed. That's gold.
Yep.
All right, you know what I dislike more than the noisy engine is the super light steering. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't think of a vehicle other than the Trailblazer. Was it the Trailblazer?
Oh, it was the Trailblazer.
Trailblazer from Chevrolet
Yeah.
that had very light steering. I think this is even lighter
Yeah.
to the point where you've got no feeling in the steering wheel, and then you add in the overly nanny
Lane keep assist. Yeah.
and then you're driving down the road and it's going bing bong. Like, the good thing is there's a switch right on the dash, you can turn it off.
Thank goodness for that, because you just get pulled along on the road. It's the strangest feeling. Okay,
So far this is not a win for us.
it's not our favorite.
No. Mash it, go. Still noisy.
Well, it's noisy, but it's also slow. But look, when I get up to regular speed, it's golden.
All right.
Let's get into the looks of this.
I like the way it looks.
Me too. You know what? It looks like a rugged Jeep, and this Trailhawk, I think, looks sharp. It's got some red trim accents to it.
It's got the tow hooks in red.
Yeah.
You know, you're using tow hooks with a compact crossover. Make that subcompact crossover all the time, right?
So for 2022, it gets a refresh. It's got a refresh front and rear fascia. If you notice the grille, it's lower and a little bit bigger. The slats are smaller. The LED headlights are also smaller. It gets new taillights, and 16-inch to 19-inch wheels are available depending on the trim that you choose. The biggest change comes to the interior. The outgoing model had so much plastic. This is much improved. Well done, Jeep.
Yeah, and the big thing is the new screen, the infotainment screen,
Yeah.
looks a lot like the Grand Cherokee that we had recently. Now, they have cluttered up the interior with a lot of shiny, hard plastic piano black, but I'll take this because it is a much better interior.
It comes standard with an 8.4-inch touchscreen with Uconnect 5. Easy system to use. What a breeze. And you get wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto. Available 10.1-inch touchscreen and a 10.25-inch digital driver display, which is a nice treat.
That's the one we have. And it's got a soft touch dash pad on the front, some nice sort of brushed aluminum. It's not aluminum, but a brushed gray underneath
looks
that.
good.
It actually, from here over looking towards the dash, man, it's a big improvement. Plus, it's got some real buttons and switches. So this part, they got right. They just got to work on what's under the hood.
Now, there are so many models to choose from, and then with those models, you add packages, and there are so many available features. So I want to say available. You got to go through all those trims to see what's standard and what you have to add a package to, like the panoramic sunroof, wireless charger, ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, the Alpine stereo system. So there are a lot of available features, and you can really pick and choose and make it your own depending on your budget.
We'll get to the price a little bit later. So they sent this unit out. They go, okay, Trailhawk, tick that box, and every other box that you could possibly tick. Wait till you see the price of this thing. Wait till you see the price of this thing. And by the way, the noisy engine comes standard. That's included.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
don't have to pay extra for that.
But the good news with this one is the interior is much improved, and this car is a tweener. So we've touched on it being a subcompact, and that's really kind of who it competes against. But it's also one of the bigger ones. So if you need space and you need to move kids and stuff in the back seat is quite comfortable and fairly roomy for this class.
This actually gets best in class second row legroom at 38.3 inches. Next to that for size would be the Seltos and the Taos.
Now with cargo area, you have to be realistic. This is a small vehicle, but it is quite useful.
Yeah, it definitely keeps up with the competition. Only the Taos has more overall cargo capacity and space behind the second row.
The engine did come up in Questions, Coffee, and Cars, so let's get into it.
Time now for Questions, Coffee, and Cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
Nice, but they need to change the engine. Doesn't the Renegade have a newer and more powerful engine? Not newer. It used to have this same engine, but now it only gets a 1.3-liter turbocharged. Same horsepower as this, but good torque, 210 pound-feet.
That's a Fiat engine, so you got to know that the Renegade is the same platform they use for the Fiat 500L.
Yeah.
When we were in Italy several years, I was 4 years ago, actually exactly this time, 4 years ago,
Good
we
trip.
were in Italy and we had a Renegade as our rental car. It was great. And they're everywhere.
Yeah, very popular.
Because they're made in Italy.
Yeah. Why was the hybrid not brought to Canada? You're right, the Renegade 4xe and the Compass 4xe are not sold in North America yet.
They'll come probably. I mean, Jeep has basically said they want to have 4xe.
Yeah.
So is 4xe the hybrid or is 4xe the plug-in?
That's the plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, so the plug-in is maybe the ultimate goal for them.
Yeah, I think that the plug-in is the one that's going to come to North America. I haven't heard about Jeep actually bringing just a hybrid here. We put out a lot of content each week on the Motormouth YouTube channel, and it's so easy to find.
All you do is go to the YouTube search bar and you type in Motormouth, the name of the channel, then the brand you're looking for. In this case, it would be Jeep. Then all of our videos pop up. It's that easy.
Nice cars, poor reliability. Yeah, some Jeep models have got some poor reliability, and Jeep overall in the JD Power Dependability Study is not at the top of the list. But believe it or not, this Compass gets a good reliability score from JD Power of 81 out of 100.
Well, that's what happens when you make the same engine forever. You can actually fine-tune it. And interestingly, in the Stellantis family, Chrysler, formerly FCA, they have some winners and losers. Like Dodge is right up at the very top in terms of initial quality.
Yeah.
And then Chrysler is at the very bottom. And then Jeep is kind of middle of the pack. Yeah. So they can do it if they put their mind to it. So that whole thing about this is crap, as Andrea just mentioned, it doesn't hold up. And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
I'm so very impressed with this new Compass. I think Jeep did an awesome job with it, especially the interior. Will this Jeep be able to overthrow the Crosstrek as the best seller again with this much improved product?
I just wanted to see if it was the driver.
Me? It's not me. Oh my gosh. Seriously?
The Crosstrek. All right, the Crosstrek has been a massive hit for Subaru, and the ground clearance of that is pretty much the same as this trail-rated version, right?
8.6 inches. So you kind of wonder when you can get a Crosstrek outdoor with the 2.5 liter engine with more horsepower than this and a quieter cabin for just under $31,500 Canadian.
Yeah.
Now, that's a steal of a deal.
Yeah, and that's why it sells so well.
Yeah.
That outdoor trim of the Crosstrek, in my opinion, ever since it came out, is priced to perfection. Now, they have put up the price about $1,500 since it came out. Everything's going up. I don't know if you've heard about inflation, but this thing is totally out of step. We're going to get to the price on this particular test model in a moment. So we have our seatbelt on. You put your seatbelt on at home because it's, well, it's a shocker, put it that way.
And also the Crosstrek comes with standard all-wheel drive. So it's a great option and it's spacious for this subcompact class too.
Yeah, it's a big vehicle. Now, it has a continuously variable transmission. That's the only major knock against it, but it's actually one of the better ones out there. Every time I drive a Crosstrek, I'm pleasantly surprised by how much I like it. And Andrea did some digging about the noise level in the Crosstrek. How does it rank?
So Consumer Reports actually said that it is the quietest subcompact vehicle that they have driven and gave it top marks for that. So that's pretty good, right?
All right, let's get into what else you can buy. Shocker, Crosstrek kicks it off.
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
Up first is the Subaru Crosstrek Outdoor with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine and 182 horsepower. It has a starting price of just under $31,500.
The Kia Seltos with a 2-liter 4-cylinder, 146 horsepower, and a starting price of just $23,500.
The Volkswagen Taos with a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 158 horsepower, and a starting price of just over $26,500.
Here's our used car alternative from CanadaDrives.ca. We chose a 2019 Nissan Qashqai S with just 62,500 kilometers on the clock for $22,590. Click on the tab or the link in the description below to find more vehicles in this category from canadadrives.ca.
So there are 4 subcompact crossovers for you to consider.
Okay, it's time for our vital stats. We've teased it already. The price of this thing, the fuel economy, towing capacity, and more. Let's get into it.
Let's start with pricing. The base front-wheel drive model starts at just under $30,000 Canadian and just under $27,000 in the US. The first all-wheel drive model starts at just over $31,000 Canadian and just over $28,000 in the US. As tested with this Trailhawk model is just over $44,000.
Here's the fuel economy. 10.8 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 7.8 on the highway. That's 22 miles per gallon city, 30 miles per gallon highway. This Compass can tow 2,000 pounds, and the warranty is 3 years, 60,000 kilometers, or 36,000 miles. And complimentary maintenance is covered for 3 years. Lightning round. Two things we like to see improved.
I like this updated interior.
I like the size of this vehicle.
Well, there's a lot of things that I don't like, but for this price point, I think I need a power passenger seat.
This needs a new engine as of yesterday.
The Jeep Compass is the most capable subcompact crossover there is, just a little loud.
Inside, big hit. The way it drives, big flop.
This video is brought to you by Canada Drives. Shop online for your next used vehicle and enjoy the convenience of to-your-door delivery and the confidence of a 7-day love it or return it guarantee. Visit canadadrives.ca to learn more.